بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, today we will be completing the Hans Wehr dictionary course, inshallah. So, inshallah, we'll get started. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Just to confirm, everyone, you can see the screen again? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So here we have some texts. What we've been doing from last lesson was we've learned how to search for words in the dictionary, and now this is, inshallah, we're putting it into practice. So we have some jokes here, or kind of like humorous, you could say, stories, inshallah, we'll be covering. So just to lighten up the mood. So we have the first word, waqafa. So if you can search for that in the Hans Wehr dictionary, inshallah, waw, qaf, and fa, and just let me know what meaning you get for the word waqafa. Waw, qaf, and fa. What do you think the mudari is, and what is the masdar? So we'll go through these words, inshallah, together, and then we will cover the jokes, inshallah. So waqafa, anybody? What you got for waw, qaf, and fa? Waqafa. To stand. Okay. So inshallah. So waqafa yaqifu wuqufan means to stand. Okay. Ahad means an individual or one. Al-fuqara. So you want to search this word in the dictionary as well. What are the root letters you're going to search for in al-fuqara? Fa, qaf, and ra. Okay, good. So what does this word mean, and what's the singular? Because this is the plural. So al-fuqara is the plural. So it means poor. Okay, so faqirun, the plural is fuqara'u, and it means poor. Okay, next word we will have is qara'a. So qaf, ra, and ain. So what does this word mean? Qaf, ra, and ain. Okay, so it's a verb we're looking for here. Qaf, ra, and ain. To hit, to strike. Okay, in this context, it will mean to knock because it's used with the word door. Ala babin nahwiyin. So qara'a. So we search for this in the Hans Wehr, say qara'a a, which will mean qara'a yaqra'u, and most probably it will say al-bab, which means if it's used with the door, it means to knock. So also comes in the Quran as well. Al-qari'atu mal-qari'ah, which we covered in the Arab conclusion. When we completed the Arab course, we mentioned this word then as well, the striking one. Okay. Our next word is yan sarifu. Yan sarifu. So what does this word mean? So what are the root letters you're going to search for in yan sarifu? So sad, ra, and fa. Very good. Okay. Because the root letters here are sad, ra, and fa. This is from bab infial. In bab infial, the last three letters are considered to be the root letters. What's the Roman numeral you're going to find for bab infial in the Hans Wehr? Anybody can remember? Bab infial, what number is bab infial in the Hans Wehr dictionary? Okay, number 7, yes. Okay, so you're going to search for sad, ra, fa under the Roman numeral section, and Number 7. What meaning do you get for in sarafa yan sarifu insirafan? So Hans Wehr won't spell that verb pattern for you, but he will indicate it through its Roman numeral number 7. Okay, to turn away. Okay, it's fine. So in sarafa yansarifu insirafan means to return. Okay, what are the other words we can check for here? Possibly ghulam. Ghulam. What are the root letters in ghulam? And what this is the singular. What's the plural? So ghulam. What are the root letters? And what's the plural for this word ghulam? Ghain, lam, and mim. Good. Okay, so what's the plural for this word? Ghilman. Okay, so ghulam, we have ghilmanun, okay, which means slave. Okay, ghilmanun, slave. Now, someone might ask and say, well, ghilman's got alif noon zaidatan, because the root letters are ghain, lam, mim. Shouldn't this word be ghayr munsarif? So it comes in the Quran as well. Ghilmanun la'alla ghilmanun comes in the Quran, isn't it, as well? Ghilmanun. Okay. The reason being is because obviously ghilman is not a proper noun. Alif nun za'idatan, for it to be part of the suburb of a ghair munsarif word, the word itself has to either be a proper noun like Imran, Adnan, Uthman, all the Pakistani names. Imran, Uthman, Adnan, ghair munsarif. But ghilman is not a proper noun. Okay, or it's actually comes with as a wasf like Atshan, Jaw'an, okay, Kaslan. So then it will be ghair munsarif because the other cause will be either alam or it would be wasf. So ghilman is not wasf and it's not alam. So it won't be considered ghair munsarif. Anyway, next word we have is a'ti. A'ti. So this is from a'ta yu'ti i'ta'an. You're going to search for this word in the Hans Wehr dictionary. What are you looking for? So this is fi'lu amr. A'ti. So the ya has been omitted. So Hamza, Ain, and Ta. No. Hamza is not the original letter here. Because in Babi Fa'al, Af'ala, the Hamza is not the root letter. It's Ain, Ta. The root letter has been omitted. Okay? Because when you change it into Fi'l Amr, the Ya drops off. So it's Mabniyun ala Hazfil Ya'i. Okay? So A'ti. The root letters are Ain, Ta, and Ya. Which bab is that from? We covered the abwab as well in this course as well. So those who want to view this course is absolutely free. Just log on to the website www.sidrainstitute.com and you'll see a slider, and under there you will see the Hans Wehr dictionary course. If I'm not wrong, this is our last lesson. We're completing inshallah today, and we've had 6, alhamdulillah, very productive lessons. So we covered the abwab as well. So there was subcategories of verb patterns as well. Mithal, ajwaf, naqis, muda'af, mahmuz, etc. So what does a'ta, yu'ti, i'ta'an mean? Okay. A'ta, yu'ti, i'ta'an means to grant, to give. Next word we have is kisra. Kisra. Okay, kisratun. So what does this word mean and what's the plural? What are the root letters? Notice here we have the ta here. So the ta is not the root letter. Okay. So what does this word mean? Kisratun. Okay, kisratun, plural is kisarun, fragment. Okay, here it means piece, because we're going to say the next word, which is khubz. So piece of khubz. What does the word khubz mean? Okay, so kisratun plus kisarun, and it means piece. Okay, khubz means bread, and the plural is akhbaz. Akhbaz. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so inshallah, this is now, inshallah, the fun part, if you find it funny. Okay. وقف أحد الفقراء. Okay. A poor person stood, meaning one of the poor people. So مضاف مضاف إليه. وقف أحد الفقراء. A poor person stood at. على, you want to translate literally as upon. At باب نحوي. مضاف مضاف إليه. At the door of a grammarian. على باب نحوي. So وقف أحد الفقراء على باب نحوي. A poor person, one amongst the poor, stood by or at the door of a grammarian. وقرعه, and he knocked on it. فقال النحوي, the Nahwi said, من بالباب, who is at the door? فقال, so he said, سائل, a beggar. So what did the Nahwi say? فقال ينصرف. ينصرف here, okay, the Nahwi is implying he should return. Okay, he should return. فقال السائل, the beggar said, اسمي أحمد, my name is Ahmed, implying that he is غير منصرف, i.e., he's not one to return. So the Nahwi said ينصرف, implying that he should return, but the beggar, twisting his words and giving another spin, he's saying, look, I'm Ahmed, I'm غير منصرف, and Ahmed does not return. فقال النحوي, the grammarian said, لغلامه, to his slave, أعطي سيبويه كسرة خبز, give Sibawayh a piece of bread, meaning that's a nice joke. Okay, so reward him with a piece of bread for this nice sense of what? Humor and joke. Okay, so in other words, okay, I'll take that with a pinch of salt. And yes, you're Ahmed, you don't return. Okay, so here, take a piece of bread. Okay, so it's just a bit of a joke. Okay, so you can um, inshallah, you can laugh now if you got the joke now, and you can laugh afterwards if you get when you get the joke. Okay, so the joke was in basically this word yansarifu. So the Nahwi said he he should return. So the beggar saying, I'm Ahmed, I'm غير منصرف, so I should not return because I'm غير منصرف. غير means not, and منصرف means return, so not returning. So Ahmed is not returning, in other words. I'm staying here, you got to give me something. So they said, okay, seems like he knows his grammar, give Sibawayh a piece of bread. Okay, so let's move on to our next one. Okay, جاء, what are the root letters in جاء? And what's the ماضي, مضارع, and the masdar? جاء. The Madi, Mudari, and Masdar. Okay, anybody? So Ja'a. Okay, Jim, Ya, and Hamza. Okay, it's fine. So what's the meaning of Ja'a? And what's the Mudari form of Ja'a? Okay, so Ja'a yaji'u jay'an means to come. We can also use the word maji'an for the masdar. And maji'an, probably if you're used to that term, can be classified as masdar mimi. Masdarun mimiyun. Meaning a masdar which is on the pattern of maf'alun, etc. or maf'ilun, whichever way you look at it. Okay. Our next word is yas'alu. So yas'alu is the imperfect tense, fi'lun mudari'un. What's the past tense of yas'alu? Okay, so we're looking for this word yas'alu. So sa'ala, yes, good. So sa'ala yas'alu su'alan, which means to ask. Abun, how are you going to search for the word abun in the dictionary? Remember the ya is part of the Arabic diacritic. Okay, an abihi. So the ya is not actually part of the original letter. So Hamza ba, what's the third letter in abun? Because generally you have in nouns, the least you can have in terms of root letters are three. So what are the root letters in abun? Okay, and then search for those root letters in the Hans Wehr dictionary. What do you get for the plural? So the singular is here. We've got the singular form here. What is the plural? Okay, what is the plural of this word? Okay, so we have abun. The plural is aba'un, and it means father. So the root letters in this word is hamza, ba, and waw. ولكنه خاف. The word khafa. What are the root letters in khafa? So remember, the alif is not the root letter here. So something is alif is deputizing for something, some other letter before. Khawf. Good. Okay. So you're going to search for this in the Hans Wehr dictionary. So khafa, yakhafu, khawfan, and it means to fear. Okay. Next we have is yukhti'u. So kha, ta, and hamza. Kha, ta, and hamza. What does this word mean? So check up in the Hans Wehr dictionary, and you can inshallah put in the chat what this word means. Kha, ta, and hamza. To make a mistake. Good. Okay. So to make a mistake. So we have أخطأ يخطئ إخطاء, and it means to make a mistake. Next we have is here. Okay. Ya nun sad ba. So you're looking for this word nun sad and ba. So what does this word mean? Yan sibu. Nasaba yan sibu. Remember this in the context of grammar. So it won't be the normal meaning. You will have to link it. The context is grammar. Okay, so nasaba yansibu in grammatical terms, what does this word mean? Okay, to make nasb. Okay, to put a noun in the accusative case. Nasaba yansibu nasban. Okay, next one. Yarfa'u yarfa'u. Okay, okay, to lift. No, this also will be in the grammatical terms. So it'll be rafa'a yarfa'u raf'an, to make a noun in the nominative case. Okay, and finally we have is ajaba. What are the root letters in ajaba? Okay, what are the root letters in ajaba? Jim, ya, and ba? No, That's not the root letters. Okay. Anybody else? Waw, Jim, and Ba. No. Okay, it's not even Waw, Jim, and Ba. Anybody? What are the root letters in Ajaba? It's from Ajaba yujibu ijabatan. Ajaba yujibu ijabatan. Jim, Waw, and Ba. What number verb pattern is this in the Hans Wehr? Ajaba yujibu ijabatan. So we covered the abwab. What is the verb pattern? Ajaba yujibu ijabatan. Okay. And by the way, nasaba yansibu, you can bring it from daraba yadribu, and you can also bring it from nasara yansuru as well. So you could say nasaba yansibu, and you could say nasaba yansubu as well. Yeah, number 4 is the verb pattern in Hans Wehr for bab if'al. So what is ajaba? So if you check under Jim Waw Ba in Hans Wehr in the Roman numeral section, you will come across the Roman numerals. Look at number 4. What meaning do you get for ajaba? For the word ajaba, to reply, to respond. Okay, to respond. So ajaba yujibu ijabatan means to respond. Okay, so what's happening in this joke here? جاء أحدهم إلى نحوي. One of them came to a grammarian يسأله عن أبيه, asking him about his father. ولكنه خاف, however he was scared, أن يخطئ في كلامه, that he makes a mistake in his speech. فينصب المرفوع, thus he makes, well, you could say here فينصب المرفوع, that he makes, it's doing عطفا أن يخطئ, so he was scared that he will make a mistake in his speech. Okay, and he makes a marfu word nasb, or يرفع المجرورة, or he makes a majrur word raf, or نحو ذلك, or something alike. فقال له, so he said to him, هل أبوك أباك أبيك هنا? Is your father here? So he said all 3 grammatical states, because one of them definitely has to be right. Okay, so obviously here would be هل أبوك in the state of raf, because it's mubtada'un, but he was scared that he might make a mistake, so the best thing is let's just say all 3 states. So he said هل أبوك أباك أبيك هنا. So فأجابه النحوي, so the grammarian responded to him and said لا لو لي ليس هنا. Okay, so he kind of put a spin on that as well and said no, if li laysa means is not, li means for me, and huna means here. So in other words, he responded in the way the question was what asked, and he just add these extra words on low li laysa huna, just to give a bit of humor to his response. Okay, so just as the way the person, he used all these different words. Okay, the grammarians thought, okay, fine, he wants to use abuka, abaka, abika. Okay, that's fine. Then I'll show him what I've got. I've got low li laser. Take that then. Okay, so it's a bit of a, you know, you could say a dry joke in grammar, probably. Okay, next one we have, some are okay, it might get you laughing. Okay, next one we have is tufayliyun. Okay, tufayliyun. So how are you going to search for this word in the Hans Wehr dictionary? Tufayliyun. Okay, so notice here that we covered the extra letters, and most of the times the extra letters consist of alif, waw, and ya. Okay, so what does this word mean? You can check this word in the Hans Wehr dictionary under ta, fa, and lam. Okay, so remember you're not looking for tufailun, tufailiyun, because the meaning changes. Okay, so you're looking for this word tufailiyun. Okay, so what does this word mean? And probably you can put that in the plural as well. Okay, inshallah. We've got a few words in this, inshallah, joke. So there's i'taqada. If you can start working on that one. Okay, there's walima, shu'ara. Can't find under ta, fa, and lam. Okay, so like I said, not every word you will find in the Hans Wehr dictionary. That's why you have to use other dictionaries as well. Inshallah, at the end, I will share with you other dictionaries that may prove useful to use when searching for words. Okay. Tufailiyun is there in the Hans Wehr dictionary, page 658. Okay, 658. So you've probably searched for Tafa Lam and you've given up on page 657. But if you be a bit patient and turn the page onto 658, it still carries on with Tafa and Lam. And I would say just under halfway down, you'll find Tufailiyun. Okay, it's there. Okay, so it says uninvited guest, intruder. So Tufailiyun, okay, means uninvited guest. Okay, next we have is i'taqada. I'taqada, how are we going to search for this in the Hans Wehr dictionary? What are the root letters in i'taqada? Okay, so remember when I said to you that if you sometimes know other words that kind of um, contain the root letters, then that's a good start. Ain, qaf, and dal. Yes, okay. Like aqidah. Okay, ain, qaf, and dal. So what does i'taqada mean? Meaning to believe. Good. Okay, so i'taqada, ya'taqidu, i'tiqadan means to believe. Walima. Walima. What does the word walima mean? How are we going to search for this in the Hans Wehr dictionary? Remember, the round ta'un marbutatun is always an extra letter. So walima. How are we going to find this word in the dictionary? Waw, lam, and mim. So what does this word mean? Walima. Okay, walima, banquet. Okay, walimatun plural is walaim is غير munsarif. And when he does give you the plural in Hans Wehr dictionary, if it's غير munsarif, what number is shown at the end of the غير munsarif word? There's like a miniature number, small number, to signify غير munsarif words. Number 2, very good. So when you search for walimatun, it'll say walaim and number 2. Okay. Next word we have is sha'irun, plural is shu'ara'u. I gave you that one for free. Okay, so sha'irun, shu'ara'u. Okay, well the whole course was free as well, so it's working out better for you. Qasadu, how are you going to first search for the word qasadu in the Hans Wehr dictionary? What does this word mean? So sha'irun, plural is shu'ara'u, and it means poet. Qasadu, so what are the root letters? Qaf, sad, and dal. What does it mean? Qasada. Which bab is it from? What's the mudari'? It should either say qasada A, I, or U. That's for you to check and find out. So qasada A, I, or U. I. Okay. So qasada yaqsidu qasdan means to head to proceed, to go towards. Amir. What does Amir mean? Qasadul Amir. So they're headed towards the Amir. Okay, so what are the root letters? Leader. Yeah. Amirun, plural, umara'u, and it means ruler or leader. Mada'ihu. What are the root letters in mada'ihu? How would we search for this word in the Hans Wehr dictionary? Mada'ih. Obviously, it's غير منصرف, so in the text we will be reading بمدائح. Okay, and what does that word mean? Dal, Hamza, and Ha. No, 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 we're not. There's a meme there, okay? Okay, so it won't be Dal, Hamza, and Ha. The meme is the original letter here. Okay, meme, Dal, and Ha. Meme, Dal, and Ha. Search for the word meme, Dal, and Ha. Okay, this is plural, by the way. This word is plural. Okay, so let me know what you've got. Meaning praise, yes. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what madihun, plural madaihu, and it means praise. Madihun, plural madaihu, and it means praise. Oops. Okay, our next word is anshada. How are you going to search for this word in the Hans Word Dictionary? Af'ala, anshada is a verb. So af'ala, remember Babi file was number 4. So you're going to search for noon, sheen, and dal number 4. Noon, sheen, and dal number 4. Okay, so what does this word mean? When you check it up in the Hans Word Dictionary, under noon, sheen, dal, to seek, to look for. No. Okay, it's in relation to shi'r, poetry, okay? Shi'run, to recite, yes. Okay, so anshada yunshidu inshadan means to recite. So here is obviously shi'run, plural is ash'arun, and it means poetry. Ja'izatun. What are the root letters in ja'izatun? Search it up in the Hans Word Dictionary. And what does this word mean? Okay, ja'izatun. Okay, so ja'izatun. So you probably, the root letters would be Jim, Waw, and Za. It won't be, okay, the Hamza. Okay, Ja'izatun. Jim, Waw, and Hamza. The Hamza is in place of the Waw. Okay, so Ja'izatun. What's the plural and what does it mean? Okay, prize, award. It's good. Okay, so we have Ja'izatun, plural is Jawaizu, and it means prize and award. Next word we have is يتكلم. لا يتكلم. So takallama, yatakallamu, what are the root letters? And when we're searching in the Hans Word Dictionary, which number is bab tafa'ul? Tafa'ala, yatafa'alu, tafa'ulan. So we covered this in the 4th probably lesson of the Hans Word Dictionary course, where we covered the verb patterns and the Roman numerals. So takallama, yatakallamu, takalluman, which verb pattern is that in the Hans Word Dictionary? And what are the root letters you're going to search for? So those two questions. So first is identification of the root letters. Second is matching it with the correct verb pattern under the right Roman numeral. Okay, so tafa'ul, kaf, lam, mim. Okay, that's the first step. And it's number 5. Okay, takallama yatakallamu takalluman means to speak. What other words do we have? We have ghaween. What are the root letters in ghaween? Min al ghaween. Okay, al ghaween. What's the root letters? And what does it mean? What's the singular and what's the plural? Okay, what are the root letters in ghain, waw, and ya? Sorry, al-ghawin. Nearly gave everything away there. What are the root letters? Okay, ghain, waw, and noon. That's fine. Okay, ghawin, plural ghawun, and it means deviated one. Yattabi'u. Yattabi'u. Okay, So what are the root letters in yattabi'u? What are the root letters in yattabi'u? Okay. Ta, ba, and ain. That's fine. Good. Okay. So how are we going to find this in the Hans Wehr dictionary? Because we're looking for yattabi'u. So ittaba'a yattabi'u ittiba'an. Which bab is that from? Ittaba'a yattabi'u ittiba'an. Okay. Anybody? Which bab is that from? Ittaba'a yattabi'u ittiba'an. Okay. Number 8. Yes, very good. Okay. So it's bab ifti'al. What's happened here is because the fa kalima is a ta, so we've incorporated the ta'un asliyatun inside ta'un za'idatun. So it was it and then taba'a. And the two ta's have been merged together, incorporated, and idgham has taken place, and it became ittaba'a. And to search for this in the Hans Wehr dictionary, we will search for ta ba and ain number 8 because number 8 signifies bab ifti'al. Next we have is dhahika. So this one's straightforward because we have 3 root letters. We just need to know what is the mudari. So is it dhahika A or is it I or is it you? Okay, so if you want to search for that in the Hans Wehr, so dhahika, is it A, I or you? Okay, I. Okay, so dhahika A. Dhahika yadhaku dhahkan means to laugh. It means to laugh. And then we have ijaba, which we've done before, but we did the masdar before. Now we're doing the noun. Ijabatun proves ijabat, and it means reply. Amara, is this amara I or you? Which one? And what does it mean? Is it amara I or you? Okay, you. Okay, so amara ya'muru amran, it means to instruct. Okay, so let's work this one out. What's happening in this one? Okay, so رأى طفيلي قوما ذاهبين. An intruder saw a group of people going. فاعتقد أنهم في دعوة إلى وليمة. إلى وليمة. So he believed that they were invited to a walima. They were in an invitation or they were invited to a walima. فذهب خلفهم. So he went behind them. فإذا هم شعراء قصدوا الأميرة. All of a sudden, they were poets and they were heading to the Amir, the leader. بمدائح لهم, with praises, with their praises. Okay, so in those days they used to have their lines of praise to lavish praise on the leader, and then the leader will become happy and then he will give them something. Okay, so qasadul amira, they headed towards the Amir بمدائح لهم, with their praises. فلما أنشد كل واحد شعره, so when each one of them recited his poem, وأخذ جائزته, and he took his prize, لم يبقى إلا الطفيلي, no one remained except for the intruder. وهو جالس, and he was sitting لا يتكلم, irresponsive, meaning he wasn't talking, because now He followed a group of people who turned out to be poets, and they were heading with their lines of poetry, and he's got nothing prepared. And all of a sudden, now it's his turn because every poet has said his poem. فَقِيلَ لَهُ, it was said to him, أَنشِدْ شِعْرَكَ, say your poetry, recite your poetry. Okay. فَقَالَ لَسْتُ شَاعِرًا, so he said, I'm not a poet. قِيلَ, so you said, فَمَنْ أَنْتَ, so who are you? If you're not a poet, who are you? قال من الغاوين الذين قال الله فيهم, I am from the غاوين in regards to who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, meaning the deviated ones. والشعراء يتبعهم الغاوون, okay, and the poets, the deviated ones, follow them, meaning I've strayed and I've gone on the wrong path, did not know which way I was heading. I ended up here, and I was, following the poets because I lost my way. So he gave me a nice spin and he said, I'm from those who are strayed in regards to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَالشُّعَرَاءُ يَتَّبِعُهُمُ الْغَاوُونَ, and the poets, okay, the deviated ones follow them. فَضَحِكَ الْأَمِيرُ مِنْ إِجَابَتِهِ, and so the leader laughed at his response. وَأَمَرَ لَهُ بِجَائِزَةٍ, and he ordered for him a prize. Okay, so he kind of got away with it. He must have been a hafiz, so his hifz came into use. Okay, so he was left with no lines of poetry, he don't know anything. Okay, so he remembered the verse of the Quran and said, I'm from the Ghawin, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالشُّعَرَاءُ يَتَّبِعُهُمُ الْغَاوُونَ. Okay, so if you find these funny, you can just put in the comments as well. If it's a bit dry, don't worry about it. Okay, sometimes these jokes are a bit dry as well. Okay. Next, how is this possible? Man qala qala Allahu faqad kafar. Man qala. So the first qala, what does this qala mean? How is this statement possible? Whoever says qala Allahu, he has surely disbelieved. How's this statement valid? Okay, so what are the root letters in the first qala? What is the first qala? What are the root letters? And what does it mean? The reason for this is qaf wa lam. Okay, so the first one is qala yaqulu qawlan, it means to say. So whoever says, and the next qala, what are the root letters? What's the next root letters in qaf alif lam? The next one. Qaf ya lam. Okay, and what does that mean? Qala yaqilu. Okay, so what does qala yaqilu mean? Which bab is that, by the way? Qala yaqilu. What does that sound like? Which bab? Ba'a yabi'u. Zada yazidu. Okay, so what does that mean? To take a nap, yes. Qala yaqilu qaylulatan means to take a siesta, take a nap. So whoever says Allah has taken a siesta, he has disbelieved. Okay, so yes, it is daraba yadribu. Okay, and then we got kafara, obviously kafara yakfuru kufran, which means to disbelieve. Okay, so this is how this statement is valid. But on the eye, it seems like, how can somebody say this statement? Because qala means to say no. So the point I'm bringing this one here was to show that always we have to be careful, okay, when we're looking at the verb, it could be from a different bab. So the first one is from قال يقول قولا نصر ينصر الأجوف الواوي, and the second one is from قال يقيل قيلولة from ضرب يضرب الأجوف اليائي. So we covered those terms as well in the Hans Wehr dictionary course, مثال أجوفا ناقص. Okay. Next we have ذكر. What does the word ذكر mean? Okay, to remember, that's fine. Okay, to mention. Here will mean, in this context, it will mean to mention. Walad, what does walad mean and what's the plural? Okay, waladun awlad, it means child. Saghir, saghirun, plural is sigharun, and it means small. Jalasa, okay, jalasa, jalasa yajlisu julusan, it means to sit. Okay, so it's from daraba yadribu. In the Hans Wehr, it'll be jalasa I. Qawmun, plural is aqwamun. Ya'kuluna, akala ya'kulu aklan. So the root letters in ya'kuluna is hamza, kaf, and lam. And when you search for this in the dictionary, it'll give us the past tense. It'll say akala you, which means akala ya'kulu. Baka. Baka yabki buka'an, it means to cry. Baka yabki buka'an, it means to cry. So in the Hans Wehr dictionary, we will search for this under ba, kaf, and ya. Okay, so baka yabki buka'an. It means to cry. Then we got qala yaqulu. We've done that one to say. Ta'amun, plural is at'imatun, and it means food. Okay, harra yahurru harran means to be hot. So that's where the word is at-ta'amu harun. So it's ismul fa'il. Utruku, taraka yatruku, tarkan means to leave. And we got the word yaburud. Yaburuda. Hatta will give you make the word mansub because an is hidden. So barada yabrudu, bardan means to be cold. So these are the words. So Ibn Jawzi has mentioned, okay, in Kitab al-Adhkiya, أن ولدا صغيرا, that a small boy sat, jalasa, sat مع قوم, with a group of people, يأكلون, who were eating, فبكى, then he cried. قالوا, they said, لماذا تبكي? Why you crying, O little child? قال, he said, الطعام حار, the food is hot. قالوا اتركوا حتى يبرد, leave it until it's cold. It's common sense. Now the child said, قال أنتم لا تتركونه, you are not going to leave it. In other words, if I wait for it to become cold, there'll be no food left. You're going to eat all the food. Okay, so it's a bit of a, just a little bit of a joke. Okay, so the child's witty response to those who were around. Okay, we have another one here. مر رجل على جحا. Now Juha is a character. He's known for, um, his kind of, you could say, humorous jokes, etc. So Juha is a name of a person. Okay, so we got this word here, وهو يحفر. Okay, so our first word, okay, sorry, we got marra, isn't here the first word? Marra yamurru murura means to pass by. To pass by. Then we have hafara yahfiru hafran, which means to dig. Hufratun, plural is hufarun, and it means pit, hole in the ground. Sahra'u, plural is sahara, and it means desert. Sababun, plural is asbabun, and it means cause. Dafana yadfinu dafnan means to bury. Dirhamun, plural is darahim, and it means dirham. Makan, plural is amkinatun, and it means place. Then you got wajaba yajibu wujuban, which means to be necessary. Ja'ala yaj'alu ja'lan, so I forgot to highlight that in red. It means to make. Then we got alamatun, plural is alamat, and it means signs. Then we got fa'ala yaf'alu fa'lan, which means to do. Rajulun, plural is rijalun, and it means man. Sahabatun, plural is suhubun, and it means cloud. Sama'un, plural is samawat, sky. And adalla yudhillu idlalan means to shade. So let's read through this one, inshallah. And like I said to you, Juha was a character who used to get things, terribly wrong. Okay. So marra rajulun ala Juha. A man passed by Juha. So this person is a bit of a character. وهو يحفر حفرة whilst, so waw is حالية, whilst he was digging a hole في الصحراء, in the desert. ولما سأله عن سبب ذلك, and when he asked him about the reason of this, قال, he said, دفنت في هذه الصحراء دراهم لا أعرف مكانها. I buried in this desert dirhams. Okay. لا أعرف مكانها. I do not know its, meaning I do not know the place of them, meaning the dirham. فقال له الرجل, the man said to him, كان يجب أن تجعل عليها علامة. It was necessary upon you that you make a sign for it. قال جحا, Juha said, قد فعلت, of course I did. قال الرجل, the man said, وما علامتك, what was your sign? That, you buried the dirham here. قال, he said, سحابة في السماء, the cloud in the sky, كانت تظلها, it was shading them. So the cloud, he looked up and he said, okay, there's a cloud in the sky, so this is the sign that here, underneath here, there are the dirhams. So next time when I come, this is my sign. And he relied on the clouds being the sign. So we can see how clever he was. So he is known for these kind of incidents. Okay, so he relied upon the clouds as being a sign, and we know that clouds, obviously, they are always moving. What a poor soul. Okay. Next one we have Juha again. So this is another one of his antiques. اشترى جوها عشرة حمير. Okay, so let's go through the words. اشترى يشتري اشتراء. I'm just going to go through the words because we're going to complete it in good time as well. Do respect your valuable time. Okay. حمار plural is حمير and it means donkey. ركب يركب ركوبا means to board. حسب يحسب حسابا means to count. نزل ينزل نزولا means to dismount. مشى يمشي مشيا means to walk. ربح يربح ربحا means to gain. And خسر يخسر خسرا means to incur a loss. Okay, so what's happening here with Juha again? So what's happening now? So اشترى جوها عشرة حمير. Juha purchased 10 donkeys. وركب واحدا منها, and he mounted, okay, on one of them, okay, on one of them. وحسبها, and then he counted them. فإذا هي تسعة, suddenly there were 9. فنزل, so he dismounted. ثم حسبها, then he counted them. فإذا هي عشرة, suddenly they are 10. فقال, he said, so he said, أمشي, I'm going to walk, okay, وأربح, and I'm going to gain. Okay, this is better than, okay, so me walking and profiting is better من أن أركب وأخسر, okay, حمارا, than mounting and me losing a donkey. So in other words, when he was mounted, he was counting and he counted 9, not counting the one he was mounted on. And when he got off, he counted, and now he's got off, he can see all 10. So he said, okay, I've gained 1 back. But when I'm mounting, I'm losing 1. So I'd rather carry on walking because I'll benefit by walking, and it's better for me to walk than be mounted and I lose a donkey. Okay, so that was Juha. Okay, now here, inshallah, what I'm going to do is I'll share the full screen now, inshallah. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so let's see if this works. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, share screen. Okay, I need to share the full everything. A current slide. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to go through now is, inshallah, I'll share this with you lot. Okay, this is some just resources in regards to um, the course, which I did say I'm going to share. So if you go onto this link, it'll bring you to this website here. On the right hand side, it says search. So you click in there, and let's just say we're searching for a word. Okay, so let's search for the word. I don't know, Seen, Ain, and Dal. Okay, so what would happen is it'll actually load up Seen, Ain, and Dal, Sa'ida, Yas'adu. This is the Hans Wehr dictionary, by the way. Let me just confirm that. Just confirm in the chat. Can you see my screen? It could be that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So the first link which I've clicked on, okay, I'll provide these links inshallah as well. So it will give you the Hans Wehr dictionary, also along with um, the Lane's lexicon dictionary, and it'll give you all these other it'll give you the supplement as well for Lane's lexicon, so the extra words. It's got Lisanul Arab as well, so if you want to check the same word in Arabic dictionaries, so it'll give you a whole load of dictionaries here. So you can see on the right hand side, I can just keep scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Okay, even gives you Urdu as well. Okay, so all these words. Okay, so these are all the other dictionaries you can even include as well. Al Misbah, Al Munir, etc. So these are dictionaries. If you click these, you can even add these dictionaries on as well. Okay, so this is very good for searching for words, and you can't find in one dictionary, you can search in the other dictionaries as well. Okay, so let's just get off that one. So that was this one here. Multiple dictionaries, Hans Wehr lexicon, Lane's lexicon, Lane's supplement, Lisan al-Arab, Misbah al-Munir, al-Munjid, Qamus al-Wahid, Urdu Mufradat Alfaz al-Quran. So this was this link which I just clicked on. Okay, if you specifically want the Edward William Lane, the lexicon one, there's this link as well. Let's just wait for it to load up. There was another way it used to actually appear, but I don't know why it's appearing this way. So on the left hand side, you got, okay, so Seen, Ain, and Dal. So look here, the root letters appear here. Okay, so you can check for words. So let's just say we got Salaf. Okay, so did that load up? Okay, let's just see in Lam and Ta. So it'll bring up words like this. Okay, so Tasallata, it'll actually give you the words. Okay, sometimes the UN gives you, so for example, Tasallata alayhim, he overcame them, prevailed or predominated. Okay, so that's another resource you can probably use as well. Lane Lexicon. The good thing about the Lane Lexicon dictionary is it does give you a lot of, classical meanings, etc. This one's English to Arabic, so it's almaani.com. So this one as well, if you look here, if you insert the word, so let's just say to argue, okay? So it'll give you, oh, sorry, I've got the English dictionary on, sorry, Arabic. So to argue, okay? So it'll give you the words. Where's the words gone? Arabic to English, okay. Okay, so tanaza'a, okay? Tanaza'a. Let's just search for another word. Um, to help. Okay, let's just see English, Arabic. Okay, so this is another dictionary you can use. Basically, you just type in the words here, and it will give you the context to the meanings as well. Okay, so let's just go back, inshallah. Then we have this one. This one's my favorite one. It's actually the same thing, but it's in Arabic. Okay, so we got raghiba. Okay, so let's just put the word daraba because we did say daraba has multiple meanings. So let's just see how that works out. Um, so this one will improve your Arabic. I prefer this one, to be honest. So this is where I got the meanings from. You know, the other meanings which we covered. Okay, so daraba dirsu. Obviously, ishtadda alamuhu, meaning its pain became severe. Okay, so when you check up daraba, it actually give you the words daraba al-qalbu taharraka, and it beated. Okay, so it actually contextualizes the what meaning. Okay, so it actually gives you daraba ila, daraba bi, daraba ala, daraba an, daraba fi. Okay, so let's just check the word khasama. Okay, so it explains what khasama. It gives okay the other meanings as well. So khasama who duna sababin, without any reason he argued with him. A naza'a, aadahu, jadala. So it gives you another three more words for khasama, to argue. Naza'a yunazi'u munaza'atan, aada yu'adi mu'adatan, jadala yujadilu mujadalatan. Okay, so it kind of like gives you more words. It breaks up that word into different ways of conveying that meaning. So this is a good link in terms of if you're looking for words, the meaning of the words. It's kind of easy sometimes to read from Arabic to Arabic when you're looking for the meaning of the words. What that will do is you're actually learning not only the meaning of that word, you're coming across more words as well. Okay, and then you got this one as well, which is a bit of a translation. You know, this is it's not always accurate, but it's called reversal. Okay, so here it says, "How are you?" Okay, so let's just put in there. Did okay? Where's that gone? Let's load it up again. Let's put in there. Did you like the course? Okay, so what this will do is it's more like a translation. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Okay, so it's more of a translation. Okay, let's see if we can just. Did you enjoy the course? Okay, okay, so it just has some ads as well. I think it's probably best to just leave that one. Okay, so it's basically English to Arabic, Arabic to English. If you put something in there, it gives you the translation of either way. Okay, so just to quickly cover these again. So multiple dictionaries. Okay, so you put in a word, it gives you a whole lot of dictionaries. Then you got the Edward William Lane dictionary. Then you have almaani.com. So if you're not familiar with, you know, Arabic words, you want to just put the English in and you want to know the Arabic word. So English to Arabic, that's fine. That actually has the trans flip side as well, Arabic to English. So that this one here is actually the same as Arabic to Arabic, almaani.com. Okay, so these two more or less you can switch it in between the languages. And reversal is basically you that's more got to be conversational. If you're stuck in terms of conversing or speaking, you can put in the Arabic word and it'll give you the English meaning, or the English and it'll give you the Arabic meaning. But it's not always accurate. Okay, a lot of times you will have to tweak the sentence. Okay, so yeah, Alhamdulillah. So that comes towards the end of the Hans Wehr Dictionary course. Hope you enjoyed the course, and your feedback will be much appreciated. Inshallah, those who have benefited from this course, inshallah, you can leave a feedback. So I'm just going to show you how to leave the feedback. So this should take me onto the website now. Okay, so this is the actual website of Sidra Institute. Okay, so first and foremost is you'll have to log in. Okay, so obviously I've just got in some login details here. So these are your enrolled courses. Most probably some students who are on the other courses, you'll have the total number of your courses here. So here I've got access to 4 courses. Okay, so here at the top I have the Hans Wehr Dictionary course. Okay, so I'm going to select that one, and right at the bottom is you will have the option here, leave review. Because I've already put a review here. Okay, this is myself, so it's a fake review. Okay, so obviously I'll remove this afterwards, but just to show you, here it will give you the option of leaving a review. So when you click this, you can actually type in your review here. Okay, whatever you want to write, how you found the course, etc. And then once you've left a review, that'll help obviously the institute going forward. If you scroll back to the top, it says view certificate. So if you click on view certificate, okay, and the certificate will load up. Because it's loading up for the first time, it might take a few moments, so you just got to be patient, inshallah. Okay, so here on the left hand side you can see it says PDF or JPEG, so whichever file you want to do. So I've gone for PDF. Okay, so certificate of achievement, this is certificate is presented to Abbas Afzal in recognition for a successful completion of the course, Hans Wehr Dictionary course, and then the signature. Now here you can actually download it as a PDF or JPEG. So if I click on PDF here, and notice on my right hand side screen, something probably should come up. Okay, that is downloading, and it'll be in your download folder. Okay, so you can look, so you can see here it's downloaded. Okay, so this is my certificate downloaded, and you can print it out and you can put it in a frame, whatever you inshallah want to do with it. Okay, so you can inshallah download your certificate. I would appreciate it, inshallah, if you can leave feedback as well. Be honest with your feedback. If there's things I need to improve for future courses, you can let me know as well. And our other courses which are available, okay, on the website. Okay, so we do Arabic rhetoric course on Tuesdays, which is Balagha. At the moment, we have covered Ilmul Ma'ani, Ilmul Bayan, and inshallah this week we'll be covering Ilmul Badi. We also cover Al-Arabiyyatu Bayna Yadayk, so that's the Arabic conversation course, and Durusul Lughat Al-Arabiyya, which is the Arabic language course, and the pre-recorded, which is Mastering Arab course, which was 26 hours of content from A to Z, what you need to know in terms of Arab, Arabic diacritics. And I did say I'm going to promise you a little surprise, inshallah. And the surprise is, inshallah, that we're launching a new course, okay? And that's the Quranic series, okay? So, inshallah, we're going to start with Surah Al Fatiha. So, this course, inshallah, will be covering uh, the first chapter of the Quran. So, we're going to start with the first chapter of the Quran. And these are the aspects, inshallah, we'll be covering. So, introduction to the surah. So, what's the surah about? And if there are any virtues mentioned in hadith about the surah, we will cover that. The objectives, the maqasid, okay, which covers the themes of the surah. So, what are the themes in the surah? Connection between the chapters, ar-rabt bayna surah. So what's the connection between Surah Al-Fatiha and other surahs? Word by word translation. So if somebody wants to know the translation as well, inshallah, we'll cover that word by word. So each word will break down. Then we will have like a flashcard, like a spelling test or just a bit of a quiz to see how well you remember those words, inshallah. So it'll be fun, it'll be interactive. Okay. Flashcards, sorry, al-mufradat will be individual words. The flashcards will be bitaqatul istidhkar, and then we will cover diacritical markings. Okay, so what's happened? Okay, so let's go back there. Diacritical analysis of the surah. So we'll cover the i'rab, Why do we have certain vowel markings at the end of each words? Then we will cover the sentence construction, which is tarkeeb, and then to top it up, inshallah, we'll cover balagha points and Quranic subtleties, profound points from which have been taken out from various tafsirs like at-tahrir wa tanweer, safatu tafasir, at-tafsir al-kabir, tafsir al-Qurtubi, etc. So profound points will be covered. Okay, so um, this course, inshallah, will be covering only Surah Al-Fatiha. It'll probably last to about 10 weeks, inshallah. So 10 weekends, we'll be covering this on the Saturday, same time, inshallah. So those who do want to enroll into this course, inshallah, you can go onto the website www.sidrainstitute.com, and inshallah, this course will be starting next week. So next Saturday, inshallah, this course will be starting, and we're looking at finishing inshallah before Ramadan, so approximately 10 weeks. Okay, so at the end of the course, inshallah, you'll have a good understanding of what Surah Al-Fatiha is about, its virtues, its themes, the meaning of the words by obviously through the flashcards, the diacritical analysis. So those who are in the Alimiya program, it'll help them as well with their nah, and the tarkeeb of the stories, the verses will be covered, and then balagha and profound points. Okay, so I'm very excited about this. I hope you are as well. And inshallah, if anybody is interested in this course, okay, you can go onto the website. It's very small, fee to pay per lesson, but it's not substantial. Okay, so I've kind of spread it out. So rather than paying monthly, it's on a lesson by lesson basis, which will be an auto payment system. And inshallah, once the course is finished, that will stop there. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the Hans Wehr dictionary course. I do apologize. I've taken 15 minutes extra of your time. And inshallah, I'll see those students who um, enroll into this course, enhance the study, and inshallah, I'm looking forward to helping you as well, inshallah, on your journey on understanding the Quran, inshallah. Okay, so inshallah for now, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.